Hello, hello. There we go. For a moment, I thought, yes, OBS is going to screw me again. No. For once, it went well.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our grand premiere of RPNauts Season 3. A show where we run with demigods and then travel across multiple worlds, each of them forcing us to learn a completely new rule system. But for now, we're starting off in our hub world with our wonderful demigods using the Scion 2nd edition rules by Onyx Path Publishing. Before we jump into proceedings, we'll just go around the room, so to speak, and everyone can introduce themselves and who they're playing. I'll just pick one of you, and then you pick who goes next. Let's start with Glyza.
I'm Glyza. They, them. I'm the third culture kid of your nightmares. I am a person of many hats. I'm a podcast host. I'm a writer. I'm a variety streamer. I'm a talk show host. Something which I'm really proud of. It's called Trial Run. It's a show where I interview different TTRPG personalities, creators, players, GMs, and everything else in between. I create a character with them and run them through a quick one-shot. Now, speaking of TTRPG personalities, hey, I'm one too. I have so many shows, both announced and yet to be announced, where I am playing vampires, superheroes, a genasi, a space ninja, demigods, and eventually a Digimon trainer. Anyway, you can find all of that being announced on Twitter by looking for @ClassicalGlyza. You can also find me everywhere on the internet as @ClassicalGlyza. Today, though, I will be playing Hannah Reverie, the only daughter, or maybe not the only daughter, but a daughter of Morpheus, the god of dreams. And she is a dream maker, dream shaper. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll find out what's happening. But hi, that's me. I'm going to choose Megan next.
Oh boy. Okay. Hi, Megan, she, her. And for stuff I do all sorts of stuff. Though I forget. Okay, I'm on a Monster of the Week actual play podcast called $2 Creature Feature through Q Times, and you can just get that on any of your podcatcher things. It's cool. I play a completely opposite character of Mindy Fenris. Some people have called her a con artist. That's misunderstanding her. All she says is that you can't tell the difference between the real and the fake art. Then why does she'll just tell you the fake's real, you'll be happy, insurance will be happy, she'll take the real one and be the only person who can enjoy it. So really, she's a gift. And her father, Loki, would agree. Let's see, how about Elliot?
Hi everybody, I'm Elliot, and you can find me on the internet at Chaos Elliot, where all my unhinged and normal thoughts run free and wild. But if you want to see the organized stuff, that is at Chaos Them, and that's where you can track where I will be. I'm all over the place, honestly. If you think you see me on another channel, like right now, playing Vampire the Masquerade, it's definitely because I haven't cloned myself. No, it can't be that. But I play Vampire the Masquerade on the Bard's Playhouse. And we just started our 6-part miniseries, Revolt on the Rhine, and I'm so excited. I play a Toreador, who is actually very similar to Mindy, which is very funny. She's an art dealer too. I also play on the Bard's Playhouse on Sundays for Pathfinder. I play an elf named Reese, who is a ranger rogue, and they're excellent, and they can tell you complete and honest truths, and you don't know if they're lying or not. They're great. I love them. And then I'm here. So my weekends are full of tons of stuff. I might be in more things soon to be announced. I don't know yet, but I am excited to be here, and I will be playing Mao. And Mao is definitely the child of Mafdet. And I definitely didn't make this character with a bunch of cat references the whole way through. Mao is that person that is kind of like a know-it-all, but they're pretty aloof about it. And they were just created by Mafdet. They were, once on 4 paws. It's fine. You don't need to really worry about it. There's a little chaos there, but you don't need to worry about that either. But they work in an occult store, and they're the one that, you walk in, you see, you're like, yeah, you definitely work here. And I guess that leads us to one more person.
Hi, I'm Void. You can find me at VoidCat Gaming on Twitter. I should be wearing some of that. I make rainbow and flag chainmails for Pride. So if you want some really shiny metal to wear that has your Pride flag on it, hit me up. Aside from that, you can find me here obviously on Fridays. On Sundays, you can find me over at Weaves the Tale playing an extremely chaotic face of a mega corporation. So in total opposition to that character, we have here Samuel, who is the calm in the center of this storm of chaos that he's surrounded by. Already done with everybody's shit. His job is to just like keep everybody on track and out of a path of destruction as much as possible. And he's not here for the shenanigans. We'll see how well that goes with me, but we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we are.
Well, I am. I don't know about Samuel.
We shall see. All of you began your lives just as normal folk. Though exceptional, something about you was already special. A bit of divine blood in your veins that gave you an edge over everyone else. Along the way, though, circumstances or fate conspired to make you more. And at one point, you had a fateful visit. Either an envoy or your own divine parent came knocking at your door to reveal to you the truth of your birthright and to invite you into a world of endless wonder. A world that is complex and strange. A world where many mythologies, many religions, many histories of the world mingle and mix, and where all of them are true. How they're all true, that's for theology classes to explore. For you, that's just the truth. All of you have had your own share of adventures. You began as beings of legend. You're, in fact, for those watching, the measure of their power as divine beings is something called simply legend. It's their notoriety, their fame and infamy. It's how well they are known to the world and to the cosmos. They began with just a little bit of it. But these 4 demigods have had their own share of adventures and have grown in power and find themselves just, available for more machinations of fate. Normally, in a story like this, we would start at the beginning. We go from every single one of our demigods, introduce them, and find out how they all got together. We're going to do something different this time. We're going to put them right in the middle of a situation. And as we go, we'll work our way back and fill in the gaps. It is a very cold, very dry morning in New York. Manhattan, the day of the Macy's Day Parade. People gathering around the streets. Giant floats of mascots from all the possible brand placements in the world coming around. It's the tourist trap to beat all tourist traps, but the locals love it too. You were sent here to recover an item. A box, in fact. And you have acquired it. But something along the way didn't go exactly to plan. Because right now you find yourselves running down the streets of Manhattan with people actively pursuing you. As you duck in through alleys, running over people, underpasses, jumping over couriers and tourists. There are others pursuing you. The occasional sound of a gunshot following you close behind. So I'm going to ask Hannah, what went wrong?
Obviously, we were all doing our part. We had made the guards fall asleep, giving them really good dreams. However, Mindy just couldn't help herself. We were there for one thing, we were there for a box, but Mindy just couldn't help herself and grabbed the wrong thing as well. And just like in the movie Aladdin, where Abu picks something, that was when shit hit the fan. And somehow the whole building started ringing. And instead of just a floor of guards that we had to deal with, that I had managed to make fall asleep with great dreams, we now had a whole building after us. And that's what went wrong.
Love it.
To be fair, Mindy did think and say, I found it. It was not the right thing, and Mindy grabbed it anyway.
In my defense, I could have taken anything I wanted, but then Samuel was all like, we have to focus, and do you need that other thing? And he knows the answer is yes. Yes, I do. Okay. It was his Fabergé egg. It was just there. It's hand-sized. It's pocket-sized. I can multitask, okay? We were gonna get the box. The box was fine. You all, you know what? You all had it under control. I'm so proud of all of you. You're fantastic. And I felt like, you know what? They don't even need me. I'm just gonna go on a little side mission. And if some people had just minded their own business, we wouldn't be running, but I don't like to say names. That's very
The
rude.
thing is, you grabbed the Fabergé egg before we grabbed the box.
Well, because it was there first. Am I supposed to go
On the
backwards?
way
Well, that's
out.
ridiculous.
On the way out, you grab it. I'm not saying don't steal things from museums, because museums are just stolen items in a building. Honestly, steal all the items you want, but get the first thing and then that.
I didn't know you'd all be so slow. I'll remember that next time.
Oh yes, though. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
As you're running down this next street, I need Samuel to make the first roll of our game. What I need you to roll is the highest of your resilience stats. So either stamina, resolve, or I don't remember what the other one is.
Composure.
Composure.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
gonna
those
be
are D6s,
fine.
not D10s. Hold on.
D10.
Yes. All the points you need. We need more pips.
Not terrible. 24.
Sorry. For this system, we focus on individual hits.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Anything over 8, so you have 2 successes,
Yeah.
which is
Oh, nice.
perfect, meaning this attack missed.
Oh God.
You're running, taking a turn. Who's carrying the box?
I could be carrying the box.
They won't let Mindy hold it. It's very rude.
I was muted, but I said it could be me. A cat-like reflexes.
Yeah. It
And
could
as
also
carrying
be
the
Mal.
box, you make a turn, and as you're running down this next street, Samuel, you feel the heat passing by you, passing just by the side of your head of a bullet, and it passes so close, and the heat is so intense that it almost just it shaves it shaves part of your hair in a way it literally just burns it off. And you see it impact just a nearby sign, but instead of the ringing of metal that you would expect, you just see a hole appear on this sign, and the metal itself, the sign, begin to melt.
I shout, "Don't get shot!"
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to ask
Excellent.
the
Don't get
next.
shot either.
I'm going to ask the next person, the person who just rolled. Samuel, what is your what is the group's exit strategy?
We're gonna use the subway.
Awesome. So you're running down to the next subway station. It's a couple of blocks away. Just a little more to go. And as you're all running, we take a moment back. We go back a day or two. And you all find yourselves, some of you have met before. Some of you have just this moment laid eyes on one another. But you find yourselves there meeting a rather immaculate looking individual in a nice crisp suit, looking very impatient. Has a stack of folders, looking at his watch, tapping his foot, and says, okay, fine. You're all here. Great. How are you all? I hope fine, good, great, awesome. My name is Hermes. I'm messenger of the gods for the Greek pantheon. Welcome all. I know you're all from different places, different parents. I know it may be kind of shocking that we're all, intermingling here. Politics are a bitch, but it's important. There is a situation. An item was stolen, and multiple items were stolen, but the one you need to worry about is this, and hands a folder. The last thing, it went missing in New York. We need you to find it and take it. It's in a document. It's just take it to Africa. It's important. All our lives, not our lives, the lives of everyone on this planet depends on it.
Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot more errands to run. I have other teams of, you to coordinate. Sorry for the lack of pleasantries. I really am running out of time. Bye-bye.
No problem.
And almost like Roadrunner, like meep, leaves just two flaming trails on the ground, and he zooms away to continue his business.
I can tell we're his favorites. He just doesn't want to tell anybody else.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
A folder
Embarrassed.
which you open says that a shipment of ambrosia, the food of the gods, was stolen. It was on its way to the Atlas Mountains. And in Africa, where their namesake Atlas is holding up the world. It was stolen, and it needs to be recovered. We pull back to the present. One more block to go. Mao, how did you find the people who had stolen the box?
Oh, well, that's easy. So honestly, to find the people, I spread a rumor mill, where people really believed one thing I said, and then the internet outcried. And then that's when people were counteracting, and we were able to sniff out who is actually telling the truth on this expedition about this beautiful ambrosia and delicious delicacy of the gods. And what people don't realize is they get really passionate, especially about this box. Hermes mentioned that it was something that, we needed to get. He didn't exactly say how important it was and how passionate people are about this box. But we could do some deducing, figuring out with my lie, with people saying, yes, this is the absolute truth. And the people saying no. And they all said the location where we needed to go. And it was beautiful. Like, I couldn't have planned it any better.
Oh, you cancel cultured them. Oh, I love it. With that, we ask now Mindy. Who are they? Who stole this?
Amateurs is what it is. Amateurs, so easily played. Because it was a bunch of graduate students in classical studies. They think they found something that no one else has, and they think they're the first ones. And it's it's tacky, is what it is. Mindy has no respect for this, and she's upset that they're not just carrying this thing back right now, instead they're running like fools, which makes her think that maybe there's another interest involved, because these kids couldn't pull this off. Not whatever that bullet was. I don't think that's college kids' bullets. And
I'm gonna give you.
scared.
I'm gonna give
She would
you
never say it.
something because
Yeah.
you have the knack sense the divine.
I do.
For those watching, Scions have several powers at their disposal. One of them are called knacks, which are abilities more tied to skills. And they're innate abilities in their case. Mindy's Scent the Divine is a knack that works similar to, say, that thing in Highlander where they can sense another immortal.
Yeah.
So, Mindy, when you found the box, what kind of presence was there lingering? It had come and gone, but there was a lingering aura remaining.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think she has sensed not full divine. No, a little more like us. I feel a little it's not. I could sense still there's a little human in there, and there's a yearning for more power, and they thought this was a negotiating tool. Oh no, I hate it because it's there's so much want, and it's very gross. Like, you should play it cool. You're not going to get to the next level of divinity wanting it that badly. It's gross. Mindy thinks it's gross and tacky.
That's something to you there. There is a scent associated with this aura. Wet fur. Like a wet dog.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I think as they're running, Mindy thought about, is she going to drop this knowledge? Because it's not going to help them run faster. But as they're almost there in the village, she's okay. So I told you I sensed perhaps another maybe somebody with some power. We might. There might be something else. We might be dealing with some sort of were-ish kind of wolf or something else furry and probably angry. I don't think I just didn't want to worry you all with this knowledge. But also, if we can run faster, we should do so.
I want to see if I can make a survival check since I know which way to go.
You one actually, you can do that. Let's make it a cunning and survival roll. Though I will say, because it is an innate power, Hannah has you have the journey's purview, right? You have an unerring sense of direction, and you can find your way to any point on the planet.
We need to get to the quickest way, and the most least blockage way or whatever that will take us to the subway train.
I got this.
That's what I'm gonna do while they're trying to like look for like what's following us, if there's anything's following us. But I'll be leading all of you towards the entrance and the like the.
I think
emptiest-
you have the map of this city.
Yeah.
You can almost see like the GPS in your mind, and you can see all the possible routes, while Mao is focusing on the people and the chaos around you, try to find which one of those routes is the best to go. So, what did you roll?
I rolled. Is this kind of like any typical
Yeah, it's just
one? I rolled 7d10. I got successes. Are they 6 and above?
no, 8 and above.
8 and above. I got 1, 2, 3 successes.
Perfect. With everything that is going on and the number of people walking around in this day because of the event that's going on, there's a lot of foot traffic. And it's something you can use. You know that that the best way is to avoid the open streets, just duck into alleys. It's gonna, let's say, extend your route by a block or two, but it'll be much safer. Now I'm gonna need another roll from all of you. As you are running and dodging and weaving through these alleyways, I need you to all make an athletics roll. And I'll let you choose which attribute to use, whether strength, dexterity, or stamina. I'll leave the choice of the approach to you.
I got 1 success.
1 success.
0 success for me.
You're rolling 7d10?
Oh no!
How?
That's the
My
cat in there.
athletics is at 4 and my stamina is at 3.
Holy
I
crap!
have like 0
Cat like
athletics,
reflexes.
Yeah. That
0
makes sense.
athletics and like 3 and
Well, the
dexterity.
upside is you have all gained momentum, which is our
Yay.
consolation prize mechanic.
I didn't wear my running shoes. I really thought we'd be in and out. These are cute little heels.
As you're running, there is a moment for a moment you feel the shadows lengthening around this alley. And you look up and you literally feel the sky descend. And a sense of vertigo takes over everyone. The more, let's call them what the game defines as trivial targets, the people. Everyone collapses. Everyone goes to the ground. The Mages Day Parade, the floats start floating away. Nobody there to hold them, nobody to control things. Things are crashing here and there. Mao and Samuel, you have that feline dexterity. You even with this vertigo, your sense of balance is perfect. Samuel, what did you roll? Which one did you roll? Stamina, strength, dexterity. Stamina. You just just leaned against the wall and just waited for it to go away. Hannah and Mindy, on the other hand, you drop to the ground.
Fall flat on our faces. Perfect.
Oh, in an alley. No.
Awesome.
Mindy, I regret to inform you that your wonderful coat is covered in New York.
Oh,
let's call it New York water.
I don't want to know. I feel I could know, but I wish not to.
I'll leave it at that and not go into a deeper explanation of everything that is clinging
throwing
to
this
your
one out.
I could smell it.
This coat is being thrown out, perhaps burnt.
The upside, though, is that most of the people pursuing you have also collapsed, except one of them, who is stumbling into the alley, gun raised. And it's the first time you take a good look at this individual. And you were right, Mindy. There is something else at play here. Because you can see they are almost in like biker gear. But you can tell that almost like fire protruding from under their skin, as if they were lit from the inside. You can see their skin glowing orange and their eyes almost smoking. And the gun they are holding is similarly lit up. So I'm going to ask you, you have a moment to take an action before this being opens fire on maybe one of you. Is there anything you wish to do? Anything you want to flex at this moment?
I think I do. Let me make sure I've got this.
I don't know if I can do this, but as the daughter of dreams, I wonder if I can create a vision where he will be daydreaming, sort of like, we're not here in this alley. He's seeing an empty alley. I don't know if that's possible.
I will say make a manipulation and subterfuge.
Awesome. Where is my manipulation?
I forgot if this game has manipulation or it has another
it does.
name.
It has
It does.
manipulation.
Manipulation is
Under
under
and
social
subterfuge.
Perfect.
and subterfuge.
Perfect.
And I need you to spend one of your legend points.
Okie dokie.
In this
So that
case,
means-
you're doing something called imbuing legend, which means
Okay.
that at the end of the scene, you recover the point.
Okay, so that means I click on one of the dots, right?
Yeah.
Or I don't.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Not one of the dots, one of the little squares.
All right, I'm going to click on one of the little squares. Okay, so I'm going to roll that, and hopefully I roll well.
And I will roll see if they can resist it. Their dice pool for this is meaningless.
Mindy does have a backup, though. She's just like,
I do as well.
yeah, we're all like, ready? Not today.
I have one success. God damn it. See, this is why I don't trust.
You
I don't trust rollers.
you roll
dice
one
box.
success, and you project. You focus and send. You feel, for a moment, you feel warm, as if the divine blood in you is kind of pumping. You feel like the power within you surge, and you throw this illusion forward, and you see them. They were raising their gun to aim at one of you on the ground, and you see the hand falter, and they look around, confused. Then you see desperation come over them. Fear as well in their face, like he's lost you. He can't lose you. You see the gun drops. In that altered state, you see that he removes the jacket and begins to grow. And his skin just lights on fire. And in losing control, this glamour that he had put on himself to hide his true nature from most people watching is gone, and this fire giant is looking at everything in this alley, but he can't see you.
Can I don't know how walking force field exactly works, but can I surround us with a force field just in case anything does?
Yes, you can use it. You can afford.
Yeah.
You can use it.
I'm gonna do that when I see that force field activated immediately.
Let me check the force field.
That's not. what I wanted
Can
to
you tell me the name of the knack?
The knack is called enforcing the boundary.
Right. Okay, so what I'm gonna make you roll is let's make it strength and athletics.
Okay. Strength is might, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It can't be too horrible, maybe. We'll see. Oh, failure. There are no successes.
You create this barrier, but maybe it's the desperation, maybe it's the fact that you're just seeing this person turn into this gigantic flaming giant, and you realize the barrier is very brittle. So you likely won't stop too much.
Okay.
Anyone else wants to do anything?
Well, I have a question. So right now they don't see us. They are experiencing something.
From what you're gathering, for you it's confusing because, of course, I mean, you're all being silent. You're not, let's say, actively communicating.
Right.
So you just saw them about to raise a gun and then stop. And they're looking around. You can infer that they can't see you.
Are they blocking our way?
No, they are in this entrance to the alley. You could keep moving and go out another way.
I think if possible, Mindy might just do the whole like, kind of let's go, and kind of slow. And she'll go first. She said she just in case, like she'll just
I'm gonna have you.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna have you all make a dexterity and stealth roll. For being, one of you doesn't need to do it because you're always quiet. I think that's Mao. Mao is at all times perfectly quiet.
What's the other one? Dexterity and
Stealth. Yes. Here's the thing. Now that with the previous roll that failed, you have 3 momentum. You can use momentum. It's a communal pool. You have 3 at the moment. You can use it to roll extra dice on any pool. So if you wish to spend it, feel free.
So it's dexterity and where's stealth? I don't think we have
stealth.
Subterfuge. Do subterfuge.
subterfuge. Okay.
Oh,
fantastic.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're all like, fantastic.
Sorry. It's
All right.
a lot of these games have the same skill names, and then one of them changes.
Oh yeah.
I am gonna use one of the dice out of that pool just for safety.
Okay.
Right. It's dexterity. All right.
Just double checking with the 10. Do we have to do anything, or is it?
You re-roll the die.
Roll more. Yeah.
Yeah, you roll one more, and if you roll another 10, you do it again.
Beautiful.
So I have
I
one,
just keep stacking up.
2, 3.
And that's okay. 3 successes.
I have 2 successes.
Okay.
3 successes.
I'm gonna roll for this person. They already have a 3-point complication on this roll, because they can't see you. So even if they hear something, they have to earn enough successes to be able to buy off the complication and have, let's say, the success they want.
You know, I'm imagining us like sort of like tiptoeing like Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they roll 2 successes, but they cannot buy the complication of that illusion. So they do hear some tiptoeing, but just mistake it for the sound, the sounds of the city. Oh, beautiful rats! What sweet music you make.
Everybody sound like a rat. Try to sound as rat-like as possible as you sneak.
I'm just
Hey,
gonna keep-
rats in New York roared like lions.
I'm walking here. Squeak.
You make it out of the alley and you're home free. You can see the entrance to the subway right in front.
Whew.
That wasn't so bad. This is great. Good
Yeah.
teamwork, everybody.
I think we did
Excellent.
it. Who has the Metro card? I don't have a Metro card. Oh, there it is.
Samuel, you're the best as always.
He, like spins them out too, and there's like 4 of them, right?
Thank you.
Yoink. Yes. Yeah. I know every time I say I'm gonna get one, I mean it this time.
No need.
I love that Samuel is just automatically disappointed dad.
Yeah, Mao's just like, yeah, no, she's not going to.
You get on the subway and head off away. Do you open the box to check the contents of what you have acquired?
No. Not on the subway in the open with other people around. No.
I'm kind of curious.
Okay, yeah, it's a box that's not open. And I think like all boxes should be
Could
open,
be open.
by me.
Mm,
I mean,
No.
we
No,
can close it real quick.
Mao's correct.
Oh
I
wow,
will just
Samuel just
sit
said
myself
Mao's correct.
Right here. I will take this box. Thank you.
No, okay, but
Sets it on his lap, just hands on top.
Oh, he's got that look. He's
Mind
serious
you, like-
about this one, Hannah.
Mao acts like he's
Yeah.
very like upstanding, but this entire time, especially because he was running, he's like red faced,
Aw.
sweat stained. He did not tuck his shirt in properly. So despite these very like behavioral manners, like strong manners, just he looks a mess, honestly. So,
Oh, Samuel.
As you do that, Samuel, you look you look ahead, and in the reflection on the glass, you see your guide, good old Judge Bao Zhang, nodding at you like that is the correct choice.
I know it is.
I'm gonna turn to Mindy and I'm gonna go say, what about that egg you got?
Oh yes. Okay, so good news. Of course, the most important thing is look at it.
Indy,
It's so shiny. Oh yes.
Indy, you make a cunning and occult roll for me.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, and okay, nice. I can rock with this. Wait a second, it exploded.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, so that's just 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
You're looking at this at the markings.
Mhm.
This is not a Fabergé egg.
Huh.
This is a phoenix egg.
There's like this smile of like happiness and just like Hannah just to see. I don't think Mindy's gonna say it. She's just gonna say it is a very pretty one, isn't it?
Can I do it?
Not everyone
Did I
can
do the same
appreciate
roll?
it.
I will allow you to make that same roll. Make that same roll.
Hmm.
I want to make
And
the
it's
same roll
important
as
that you
well.
make that same roll now.
Hmm.
I want to make that same roll as well because
Go
I
for it.
asked her what it was.
Go for it.
It's an egg, Hannah.
Wait, what kind of? Wait, I need to make like what is the roll that we're making?
Cunning and occult.
Cunning.
Mhm,
All right,
mhm.
that's not so bad.
3 successes. Right, two successes. Right.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Sorry, it's 8 and above. Messing me up from
As
gunfire.
I said, this is not a Fabergé egg. This is a very highly decorated and, gilded and, almost diamond encrusted phoenix egg.
Is it alive? Do you think?
Now, you recognize some of the symbolism because you can see Hanzi script on it. This is, if you're guessing correctly, this is a Fang Huang egg. Meaning, this is an egg of the sacred phoenix in Chinese myth, in Chinese folklore.
I see. It is very lovely. I feel.
Can we have a? Does this mean we have a phoenix pet?
Well, I feel like this, and you understand, Hannah. I care very much for important, beautiful things. I think I'm probably a very good person to hold on to this now, knowing its importance. Like, what was that museum going to do with it? Waste it. So you know what? I think I was meant to have this.
I was never going to ask you to return it. I was just wondering if it would crack and just have a phoenix.
I mean, I don't think so. You know what the best thing we can do though? We should take it and I'll just look at it every day.
Put it under a hot light or something. Sit on it.
I could do that. I was going to put a light on it anyway.
I'm going to ask you, as you are riding this subway, gawking openly at this gilded egg, where are you heading? Are you heading towards another mode of transport? And in which case, where are you heading? What are you going to do?
Well, Samuel, this is your escape plan.
Yes, we're definitely planning on taking the subway as far as it goes, like to one of its lines that are like pretty far out of town, whatever is nearest to like maybe getting onto a train or
You're heading to Jersey.
Yeah, we're heading to Jersey.
I'm sorry. What? Samuel.
We're heading to Jersey.
Okay, but I have a place in New York. We don't.
No, Jersey, nobody wants to go there. Which is why it's perfect.
All right, people of New Jersey, we're sorry.
It's
Mindy, I've never been to New Jersey. I'm pretty sure it's beautiful, but nobody wants to go there, apparently.
I see that Samuel is not arguing with us, which I think means we're going to New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Jersey.
I'm gonna put this egg away because it doesn't need to see this.
You do a couple of transfers and end up you end up in New Jersey, and as you leave the station, Samuel, you hear what is a mix between a growl and a bark. And a very sheepish looking gigantic stone lion kind of peeks from a corner and goes, ooh.
Yes.
Does that belong to any one of us?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
You follow and you find this enormous stone lion carrying, like, pulling a carriage, just like a normal coach.
Oh, we won't have to take the train.
Oh, good.
Now this
Is this
I
your
can
pet
get
lion?
with.
It's not a lion. Please get it.
Okay.
I go in without question.
Hi, and then I go in.
I'm going to ask what might be a very silly question. Have any of you seen Doctor Who?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you step inside, it's bigger on the inside.
Awesome.
It's a house
Perfect.
on the inside.
This is quality
There are
travel.
Also, some other people in the house.
Oh,
So y'all know there are other people in there.
Tucks the egg in just into the farthest like little pocket on her coat, which is gross, but it has the pocket she needs, so she'll just.
Everyone here is trustworthy.
Oh no, just I find that if people see things that I have procured, sometimes they have questions that do not need to be asked, and it's for their safety, so they're not involved in any, investigations.
Yes, my mistake. When I meant everyone here is trustworthy, I meant the people that were here when you entered.
I would be offended, but this is very true.
cool. I'm going to go sit on the couch and read a book.
We have a library on the second floor if you're curious
am very curious, and I go make my way up to the library.
You give your Ludwan instructions on where to go?
I was thinking Jersey would be safe, but there was a fire giant in the middle of the city, so perhaps heading towards kind of upstate New York would be a better idea, where it's more, woodsy, rather than going straight into another place with people.
I'll just remind you that you know that this creature can run thousands of miles in a day.
Oh, right. Let's just go to the mountains. Let's go to the Appalachians. They're closer. They'll be safe. No problem.
You run. You let this thing run, and you spent a decent enough time. Can you describe Samuel's quote unquote motorhome?
His motorhome. Yeah. So it's. How do I describe this? It is bigger on the inside in a magical way that there's a space within a space where if you picture kind of it's a square building, and then within that square there's an outdoor space. And then if you go onto the second story, that outdoor space is surrounded by a walkway, and then there's kind of rooms on the outside for the people to sleep in, the library. There's a couple of places that are more for Zen or for artistry, like practicing your calligraphy. And then the downstairs is more of the entry hall that you came in through, but kitchen, where they clean the laundry, kind of the more practical rooms are on the bottom floor, bathrooms, sort of thing. It's very Chinese in style. Samuel is he's half Chinese and a half Canadian. He was moved to Canada when he was 2 or 3 years old, and it kind of he kind of lost his connection to his Chinese heritage until kind of his god showed up and was like, by the way, I'm your dad. So it's all kind of weird for him too. But he's gotten more used to it.
Awesome. So aside from Samuel, who else lives in this home?
There's kind of a very small village of people. He was originally kind of like I said, he moved when he was 3, and then ended up in kind of a foster system type of thing. So a couple of the people there are siblings from that, younger siblings from that home. One of which is, I'm sure right now, in the library. So it's mostly people kind of his age or a little younger. At this point, they're all adults. And then you have the person who took care of them at their foster home is also living with them. She's usually in the kitchen.
I will tell you one thing. Something that you discovered the moment you awakened as a demigod. You weren't placed with this family by accident.
Of course not.
In fact, all of them are supernatural beings. And you were placed with them to keep you safe. The fact that you became a family along the way, and that there is kinship, complete accident, but even better that way.
That happens when you're stuck in a house together.
Yep. You either kill each other or love each other, one of the two.
Exactly.
With that, you travel, and the rest of you don't notice. Samuel, you've traveled a few times with Ludwan, so you kind of know when the house stops. You get used to, there's a slight vibration that you kind of know that you've arrived at the destination. In the meantime, what is everyone else doing in this home?
I'm researching how to crack a phoenix egg. That is exactly what I'm researching. I'm looking for anything.
I'll
That would-
make a. Let me look at the character sheet so I stop confusing skills. There we go. Let's make that a. You can roll intellect or cunning, whichever you prefer, and occult.
May I ask if I could roll academics
I'll allow
librarian
it.
instead?
I'll allow it
Awesome.
because you are going through books. I'll allow it.
Awesome. So academics librarian and intellect. Great roll. Thank you very much. Let me just. I hope it works. We'll see. Okay.
Those asking, the goldfish is an ancient martial artist. It's the security guard for the house.
I'm very upset because I did not roll a single success.
Hey, more momentum.
Yeah.
I think it's just been a hectic day. And I think what Hannah might need is just to relax a bit and then come back with fresh eyes and give it another go.
All right.
I mean, you could always try the usual remedies, heating up a pan and then cracking the egg.
I mean, we're not doing that. I want it to be a healthy phoenix. But since because I am tired, we were just running. I'm gonna go find if there's a spa in this house, like a nice spa place location in this house.
It's on the bottom floor, yes.
Awesome.
It is kind of like slightly part of the outdoor area, but the weather's always nice.
That's fine. I'm just gonna go have a spa vacation and chill out and relax in this hot spring spa. Because I'm upset that I did not find any way to turn that egg into an actual phoenix.
Gonna soak away the frustration.
Yes.
What is Mao doing?
I was gonna find a place to sleep and take a nap. They're done. Like, that was more running than like was intended, and they just need to recharge themselves and, you know, just center themselves again. Just maybe that force field thing not working was a little bit of a fluke. It's just a whole lot, to be honest. So they'll find like a nice couch and a blanket, and you'll just see them just like curled up, and this is normal.
And Mindy? And of course, Samuel.
Samuel is going over the books because while the house itself is magical, the food inside is not. And we still gotta, buy linens and get food for everybody. And Samuel's in charge of the expenses. He's always been very good at them.
Awesome. And Mindy?
Okay, she.
What is Mindy
first-
stealing?
No, well, she'd love to.
Excuse me.
Well, but one, she's running out of pockets, but two, it'd be rude. Actually, her first thing she does is she takes the egg out of the coat pocket, puts it in like her pants pocket, and finds some sort of fire pit or refuse area, somewhere that she's going to leave this coat for it to never be on her again.
We do have a laundry room. Maybe don't leave it wherever.
No, I need this to never exist. Is there like an outside place I could bury it?
Not right now. I would wait until we've stopped moving.
Is there a
Just
window
stop
I
and
could
get
throw it
food.
out of?
No.
Oh, She'll walk as far as she can to like the limits of the house, the farthest spot, and just ball it up and leave it.
Am I assuming that Mindy has just taken off her clothes and put them in a corner?
Well, her coat.
Just her gross coat. Yeah.
That took the main part of it. It's just her coat. She can get another one, and this one needs to never be near her again. It could be washed, but she would know. And then actually, what I think she's going to do,
You'll remember.
yes, clothes have a memory. I think she also, if possible, she wants to find a space alone, because no one else needs to see this, and she actually wants to try to cast the runes and get a little idea of like, so what do we got to worry about? Like, this did not go the way I thought it was going to, and there's something happening that I don't understand, and I don't like that. And she's gonna just try to. She doesn't like when other people see her do this because it's like serious, and people don't need to see this side of her. But she does have her runes on her bits of bark with the markings, and she just finds a spot where she can kind of lay them out and like connect with her pantheon. No one should see this. No, thank you.
Can you read to me the description
yeah.
for what I always call rolling the bones for some reason?
Basically, see, the cost is free. It's once per session, and once per session, you may perform a divination by casting runes etched onto stone, strips of bark, other things. It takes a handful of minutes, and the story guide gives you a lead or clue about what will happen in the near future. And then if I use a boon or marvel later in the same session, I can draw from this divination to waive the cost of imbuing. I don't think that, but like mainly it's just this.
By the way, on that note, since the previous scene ended, Hannah, you recover that point of legend you used. You roll your runes, you cast them in, and as always, for a moment, it's just symbols on barks, and yours are very highly, let's call them exquisite, if I remember correctly. They're essentially
yes, they
gold.
Yeah, they're a little more expensive than probably some other ruins, but that's okay. She deserves it.
For a moment, you just see the runes, just symbols, and then your mind just starts seeing the patterns connected to them. And you see three things, three images. The first image you see is a piece of paper. The piece of paper has a bunch of words scribbled on them. One of them you recognize as Ambrosia. The rest of them have been scratched out.
Oh, no.
The second image you see is an arid landscape. You may call them badlands, perhaps. And the last thing you see is a mountain, a giant shadow looming over it, and you see just eyes appear. All the eyes almost like you almost see like a line coming out of the eyes pointing towards that mountain.
Okay. Is it a mountain I recognize?
I mean, all mountains kind of look the same.
It's true. Okay.
But you get the feeling that it is important.
Yes. Okay. All right. She's just like, just gathers up the runes, puts them in their little pouch, and puts them away. Okay, I do not like that. I don't like this at all. This is not good. Okay. All right. Pull it together, Mindy. Be your regular cool self. He's going to tell the others in a cool and not stressed out way. It's fine. I mean, it's absolutely not fine, but it's fine. And she'll take a second to like pull herself together off her hair, and then, all right, she'll go and find the others.
By this time, your transport has reached its destination. And I'm gonna remember, Hannah, because you have the journey's purview, you get a sense that there is something important where you are. Since you are in this house, it's muted. But you sense that in the vicinity there is something very important. Something that in previous travels you have kind of identified as a gateway. A path to someplace else. Something that is usually referred to as an axis mundi. An axis of the world. I'm telling you this because that's part of your passive power. It is in the vicinity.
Cool.
That you have arrived, Mindy, you have seen things. It's up to you whether you share them or not.
She'll wait until, Miles taking a nap.
We'll ask though,
Yeah.
do you check the box? Now that you are in a private place, or Samuel, have you hidden the box?
It is not hidden. When Mindy comes to find me, Mindy will find that it is on the corner of my desk by my tea.
Samuel, you're going to think that I just want to open the box to open the box.
You do want to open the box.
I absolutely do. But also, we absolutely need to make sure whatever's in there is in there, because this is the last thing on someone's list for some bad things that are going to happen in the Badlands. Don't ask how I know. I just know things. That's part of my charm. But we should absolutely be sure that Ambrosia's in that box. So we need to open the box, Samuel. We need to. You know what? You can open it. I will. And she walks back as far as she can in the room. I will stay over here.
He's going to take it, just pick it up and walk past you. Just continue on his way, heading towards the very center of the courtyard. Just the safest place to open a box, and also give you and Mao and Hannah time to kind of gather up. And also it's the farthest from anybody or anything else important in the building, in case it is something that blows up.
I think Minnie's just like, Hannah, Mao. Okay, Mao, I'm sorry about this. And she'll push Mao off the couch.
And like when cats roll over and they roll off of the furniture and they don't know that the furniture is not there, they kind of do like a skittering, like,
yeah.
Was that necessary?
Hannah comes in with a robe.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, hello. What's
Yeah.
a very nice, comfortable robe?
That's great. Horrible news. This thing that is hopefully in the box that Samuel's going to open is the last thing on someone's list of, I'm going to assume through the rest of knowledge I have acquired that it's doing bad things in a desert area with a mountain and there's giants, and none of it had like a happy feeling. Like it was all like kind of a bummer. So
The shinies told you, huh?
What? We have to make sure what's in the box is in the box. So
Yeah.
Samuel's opening it because, well, fair enough. He shouldn't let me open that. I mean, I shouldn't be anywhere near that. I know that. Well,
Yeah,
let's,
I think-
let's all.
You open the box, and inside are what look like Gatorade bottles.
What's inside the Gatorade bottles?
Inside is a swirling liquid that it changes color. It's almost like a prismatic effect. It shifts color and it glows.
That could be ambrosia.
Maybe
What
get
does
a sip.
ambrosia even look like?
Yeah, can we do a
Can we
check
do like an
for
occult
that?
roll or something?
Would we even know what it is?
Let's do either allow intellect or cunning and occult or academics. Both work.
Yes. I'm gonna do
Academics!
So occult and
Totally changes my roll.
My roll is
Fun.
great. I mean, not yet. I haven't rolled it yet, but it would be if this roller participates.
okay, so 1 success.
Do sevens count? Just eights, right?
Eights and up.
Unbelievable. I rolled 7 and I have no successes.
I have 1 success. Thanks.
Jesus.
I guess
It's not my fault. I just never imbibe stuff like ambrosia, you know?
I guess Mindy can try. She's keeping her distance because she knows like this is going to make particularly Samuel a little nervous when she gets close to it, and maybe licks her lips a little. So, okay, yeah, she'll just do the. Yeah, okay, yeah, she can do that. I mean, we could just taste it. I guess we could try to taste it. I'm not saying
No,
we should taste
we're
it.
I
not
wouldn't put it.
tasting
I wouldn't
anything.
put shiny.
Oh
shit
shit!
in her
One
mouth.
second.
Crap.
One second. I think she's gonna really know what it is.
Yeah, it looked.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with the three exploding tens.
So ambrosia is
Ah!
it's it's mostly described as the food of the gods, but its exact like shape and composition varies greatly between myths. In stories, both nectar and ambrosia are kind of interchangeable. So it can be food, it can be drink. In another story, it's used as an ointment. It's basically a substance that has divine properties. Mostly it's ingested. But for example, in stories like one version of the story of Hercules, he was dunked in ambrosia, and that's why most of him, except his ankle, where he was held, is immortal. Invulnerable too. So it is quite possible it is ambrosia, but it comes in many forms. What you know is that it is food for gods.
So Mindy will present this information like that, this way. I'm pretty sure this is ambrosia, but it's just so hard to tell, and it's very important.
I will tell you
that
straight up because you have 6 successes.
Yeah.
If you were to consume this,
Yeah.
if you had spent any legend, you would recover it. If you had taken damage, you would heal it. But let's say it would hurt on the way out. And I'll leave it there.
She is getting closer to it. Well, she's
Your
saying,
system is still too human to fully process this.
Oh yeah. I think as she's getting closer to these, about to make an argument about how really the only way they could know was to taste it, and she'd be willing to, take that risk for the group. Just as she's about to reach for it, her brain catches up with her and says, "Wait a second. What are you doing? This is a big dumb. Just be cool about it, okay? Don't embarrass yourself." Okay, that's right, Mindy. Okay. But I think that would probably be, that wouldn't be fair for the rest of you. I feel that we have this for a reason, and it would be rude of us to have even a drop of it. So we shall keep that in the box. But we did good, team. We did good. Round of applause for everybody.
Right.
Yep.
Strangely, I agree with you. Samuel is going to tighten the bottle, put it back in the box, and then make sure that the box is in his keep and nobody else's.
I still
Maybe,
kinda
maybe the mom that's in the kitchen,
It's fine.
Don't add it to the soup.
who is known as Ms. Brown. You know, Ms. Brown.
And then Minnie will go, actually, where are we going?
Appalachia. I thought it would be safe.
Ah,
I didn't
Do
specify.
you think
where.
Hermes would reach out to us?
I mean, he did tell you where you needed to go.
And none of us listen.
The Atlas Mountains in Africa,
Oh.
Oh.
where Atlas is holding
How-
up the
I'm gonna-
world.
Mindy goes, I'm going to be honest. When Hermes starts talking,
Talks a little
like, it
too
just
fast.
becomes it just becomes white noise. I should just turn around. So, maybe we should rest up, and then I think we need to get to the Atlas Mountains. Oh no, mountains! And like Mindy just stares off for a second. Oh, this
Yes,
might be more
mountains.
dangerous than we thought. Yes, mountains. The extra knowledge I acquired somehow.
Mhm.
It involves
Mhm.
mountains and giants, and I feel like we are about to head towards a mountain with like a giant.
Yes, the Atlas Mountains would be a place for giants. You are
Oh,
correct.
no.
Are we meeting Atlas himself to give him the
You know what I think we're gonna have to do, and I'm not a fan of this, and yet this is just like how fate works. I think we just have to go there, and then things will happen.
I wonder if I
Ugh.
can call my dad. Do I even want to call my dad?
I'm calling my dad, okay?
I feel like my dad and I are close.
I want to use a lifeline. Call my dad.
Oh, I'll
Yeah,
call
right.
my dad.
Hannah's like, I'm going home. I'm calling my dad. I don't want to be the
I
sleepover
changed my
anymore.
mind. I'll be here. I'll call my dad. And he's gonna take me home in my own bed.
Dad, my
You
friends
have
are scaring me.
you have a very easy way of contacting your dad. You just need to fall asleep.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go dip and go to sleep.
Well, what, Hannah? Oh, Hannah's
What's up?
always napping. I'm worried.
Look,
It's fine.
this is normal for me and normal for them. So, like, it's fine.
Okay.
She's good.
Yeah, I just.
I believe Hannah's an active dreamer.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys
I like
just
to think Hannah does
exhaust
the
me.
finger guns on the way out.
Always. She always does it. See ya. See ya, folks. Bye. And then she goes to her room, plays some nice white noise machine on her
Or
phone.
a recording of
sound.
Hermes talking.
Yes.
A white noise machine, and then just sleeps and waits until good old dad picks up the phone or
You-
something.
It's almost instantaneous. You close your eyes, fall asleep, open them, and you're in your kindergarten. And all your little students are there, and your dad is sitting there telling them a story.
Okay, cool. I am going to let him finish the story, and then when he's done, I'm going to go, "Hey, Dad."
Hey, Hannah, how are you?
Good, good.
I was just here giving all your little students pleasant dreams.
Thank you. I miss them greatly. My life has changed since I met you. Question.
Sure.
This ambrosia thing that we got, and I don't know if you know what Hermes told us. Question. How do we not die when we get there? I feel like that's an important question. What should we do to not die?
You can get it to Atlas. He should be able to tell you what you need to do next. But you should hurry. He's in danger.
I think this is the opposite of not dying, but thank you, Dad.
Sweetie, if I would spare this, spare you this.
I know.
But he really needs help, and you're the only person I can trust with this.
Aw, Dad. All right. Well, I'll be. Do I just wake up, or can I just make my own stuff happen here?
He just stands up, gives you a hug, gives you a kiss on the forehead, and you open your eyes.
Has time passed?
Yes.
How
About
much
an
time?
hour has passed for you.
All right. Sweet. I love that.
Meanwhile, anyone else doing anything, contacting anyone?
Aside from changing the direction to pretty much go straight there instead of resting for a little bit. It's going to take a while to get there anyway.
Your home gets on the move. That one will take a bit more time. But you're on the way. And there is not snow, sleet, storm, water, or anything that'll stop your creature from getting you there.
I'm gonna show up to wherever the other three are, and I'll be like, "Atlas is in danger." Dad told me that we should get the ambrosia to Atlas. I think that's it.
Excellent. We're on our way.
Sweet.
Wait, do these things cross oceans?
Yeah, they fly.
Make
Don't they?
make another cunning and occult roll if you want.
Oh, I mean, I have no idea how it works. I did not tell you.
Do a little rewind. It's fine.
You have plenty of momentum if you want to spend for some extra dice. Or if you want to save it for perhaps something else in the future, something further along in this episode. So is Mao gonna roll anything?
Wait, so I thought that was Samuel
I
that
thought-
needed a roll to figure out the information if they
it's
knew
open,
that.
It's open for anyone. It's open for anyone.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, occult and what now?
Cunning.
Cunning? Okay.
I'm gonna do that too. Then, if it's open for everyone.
I already know how my thing travels. Definitely. I know all the things.
Oh, wrong command.
You just do that. How do you think it works?
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 3 successes.
So,
Oh! One.
one.
I guess one success. Yeah.
Well, you can roll that 10 again. Like, so if you have a 10, right? Then you just roll that many dice.
It just
So you do,
rolls
like,
it
one,
for
two-
you.
If you have the E10,
Oh,
it rolls it
nice.
for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
very nice.
So Hannah knows that the creature outside is called a Ludwan.
Mhm.
And what you know of it is that it's a mythical Chinese creature. And what you know with your one success
Mm.
is that they're capable of traveling great distances in just hours.
Nice.
Now, with your 3 successes, you know that they can travel thousands of miles in just a few hours. And not only that, much like Samuel himself, this creature can detect liars.
Good thing I haven't lied at all since I came here.
I also can detect lies, and I haven't lied once.
I'm very uncomfortable in this place.
You can-
Feeling of oppression.
The reason why this group gets along so well is because we can always sniff Mindy's bullshit out.
Exactly.
So, here's the fun thing: you have an edge to do it. You have an advantage to do it, but also Mindy's deception purview makes her amazing at lying. So you're gonna balance each other out perfectly.
They keep me sharp.
On your toes.
It's
a
gotta be a
practice.
good lie.
I think.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I just think Mindy would never waste a bad lie. Not to her teammates. That would be rude. It's only the best deceptions.
Perfect lies.
they don't work either, but you can try if you want.
Right.
I think as you're all traveling there, and just waiting to get there to rescue Atlas, as apparently he's in danger. I think that's a perfect place for us to take our 10-minute break.
Awesome.
So everyone go get some drinks, stretch, and we'll be back in 10 with the rest of our story. See you all in a bit. And we're back. Night passes. You all rest. No one has spent any legend, so don't need to recover. Usually, Scion 2nd Edition is very strict in terms of how you spend legend and how you recover it. For us, this game is going to be a bit more flexible in that you will recover 1 point overnight and will be refreshed at the beginning of every session. Still, you have ways, for example, if you go out and spend everything, you can perform a simple task for your divine parent, something in alignment with their role in terms of the cosmos and their purviews, and you can recover legend that way as well. Plus, there are a bunch of knacks and purviews that allow you to recover legend in other ways. For example, Hannah has the innate ability from the health purview, which allows you, if you're healing someone, it allows you to recover legend, which is fairly useful. In this case, worth mentioning, though it's kind of a moot point at this moment. But night passes, and I'm guessing, is there anything you all want to do? Any scene you would like to have among you? Or do we proceed to the next morning? The next part of this journey. You read that point.
Hannah probably just spent the night lucidly dreaming and practicing her dream skills in her dream world, whatever. The Shaper of Dreams!
All these days, I'm going to throw Freddy Krueger at you.
Samuel got some rest. That's what he did.
Mindy has a low-level headache the entire time. She's in this walking prison. So she's just like waiting for kind of absolutely doing a variation of, are we there yet? To whoever she passes. I don't know if she slept well.
You get a call on your phone.
Should look at the caller ID?
It says, Dad.
Oh, thank God. Someone. Dad!
Hey! How's my baby girl?
I'm not. This place knows when I'm, maybe not telling the entire truth. And I have a headache. It's horrible. I don't think this should be allowed to exist. It's not allowing me my full quality of life, Dad. And it looks around if anyone else. Dad, I hate this.
Hey, just remember, sometimes it's not about lying. Sometimes it's just about planning ahead.
I know. I mean, you're right, Dad. Just, this has been a real, just, It's not been very cool, Dad. I don't feel cool or elegant at all right now. I had a jacket. I had to destroy a jacket. It's covered in New York.
You get a. He just chuckles, and you get a message. He sends you a text message.
It's your look.
There's a photo of a brand new jacket.
Oh, Dad. Thanks. I don't like to say that. No, actually, I take that back. I do like to say this in front of the others, but you're the best.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do. Just focus on what you're doing, because
Yeah.
We have daddy-daughter movie night can't happen if the sky falls.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, and we're gonna watch Hard Target with JCVD, and you know I love my Van Damme. No one must know this.
We all love Van Damme.
Yes. Okay. You know what? You're right. I needed this. I don't know how you knew, Dad, but I needed this pep talk.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
I'm still the best,
Did I ever tell you I almost messed with Van Damme when he was doing the split between the two trucks?
Oh, that
I almost did something, but then I remember he did double impact, and I was like, I'm gonna let it slide.
that was right there. That would have been hilarious. That would have been epic. There's still time to prank him. Maybe you and me.
Definitely.
Dad, here. Thank you.
Welcome.
Looks around again. I love you, Dad.
You too, kiddo.
Okay. She just hangs up and puts herself together again. That's right. You're a bad bitch, Mindy. You're a bad bitch. Okay. Goes to find some Tylenol.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next question. What would Van Damme do?
Get on the shirt.
And so Hannah goes to sleep. Mao, do you do anything, or?
I scroll social media feeds, just seeing any chaos that has erupted from the rumor mill, see if any more classics bros have gotten in debates, just entertaining myself before I sleep.
That sense of vertigo that you all felt, almost like that sense of the sky falling, it's become more prevalent. And, traffic accidents, people falling, lots of news that way. Nothing, not so much. I mean, it's such a bit annoying because everything else seems to have stopped. Like all the usual Twitter bullshit, all the doom scrolling and everything kind of is on hold for now, which is surprising, but also concerning in its own way.
That's weird.
And with that, we move on to the next day. And at some point in the afternoon, you all feel the house stop. You've been in the place for at least 24 hours. It is a light sensation, almost like it's just a light vibration that stops, and you realize, the house is not moving anymore.
Indy's first by the door. So do we just exit out of here? Can we just exit now, Samuel? Not that this isn't a lovely place, but I can just leave now. I can just get out of here.
Anna is eating breakfast. Let me just finish eating.
Yeah, no, it's a few more minutes in this place. It's great. It's very homey in here.
The food is delicious, though.
Absolutely delicious. The best. Thank you, Mom.
Once you're ready, you open the door and you step out very near the top of a mountain. And even from here, as you open the door, you hear a commotion. You hear what can only be interpreted as the sound of violence.
Y'all, somebody's fighting. We need to give this to Atlas. I mean, the ambrosia thing, right?
Let's cautiously approach. This air is nice and fresh. Not like house air.
It's too fresh, Mindy.
Uh,
It's the air of the outdoors.
oh,
It's missing that
you're
city
right.
feel.
I forgot. I forgot leaving our transport was gonna mean going outdoors, like outdoors. That it's fine. I should wear another shoe. I gotta get better shoes.
There's a clear path that leads to the summit. And you see there are some behind you leading up. There are some cars parked, some bikes. You see some boxes have been dragged up near the summit, and you see that inside them there are tools and weapons.
Do y'all want to get a bike?
I'm gonna look through the weapons.
Or the car?
The weapons they're a bunch of AK-47s.
Ooh.
Oh, I want one of those.
The look of concern that goes over Mindy's face when Hannah specifically was like, "I'm gonna arm myself with a semi-automatic." There's a concern look. There's
I'm a
absolutely a
teacher,
look of. It's just a concern about. There's a lot of energy with a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
You
Well,
sure-
I'm good. I don't need a gun.
I'm gonna grab one.
Are you sure, Hannah? Is this? You
Yeah.
definitely want. Are you sure? Are you sure though?
I mean, I don't know. I
I
would
would shoot a
just-
gun.
No. I don't think I have. In my dreams, I have.
I don't want to doubt you, Hannah. I think you could do whatever you wanted to in this world. But I'm also just so very concerned.
All right, I'll drop it. Can we drive the car?
Oh, I'm less concerned about the car.
Yeah, you can grab one of the cars and just drive up into the summit. Yeah.
I feel like that's a good plan.
There's
Yeah,
Faster.
let's do that.
there's just like normal cars, a Jeep, and what looks like a black Range Rover.
Hannah's gonna go for the Jeep.
Yep.
Oh,
100%.
you get on the Jeep and you drive. I need to ask, are you driving like a sensible person or a complete lunatic?
I am driving like how Glyza drives, which is like she doesn't know how to drive, which is perfect. Like she just got her license and has never really driven that much. That's how
Okay,
Hannah
so
is gonna drive.
you are going to roll dexterity and pilot for me.
Sweet.
And I asked if how you're driving most in terms of speed. Are you calmly
really
or
fast.
rushing?
Rushing.
Okay,
Dad
gotta
said
go
to
fast then.
rush. Dad said to make this quick. So that's
Dad's
that is dexterity and pilot. You said
I'm also going to tell you one thing. There's a rule I'm going to mention because it's important. Once
Okay.
per session, you can. Oh well, once per path. You can choose to channel that path into a roll wherever you feel one of the paths apply, and it gives you 2 extra dice to roll.
Where am I? Oh, okay. I want to say a rough life, just because, I feel like because of the rough life that she had led, she definitely feels a lot better when it comes to like taking risks, and she survived this far, and she trusts her gut, and that's why she isn't afraid. And I
Go
don't
for
know
it.
if that
You get 2
Sweet.
extra dice.
Yeah.
awesome. That takes my roll from 3 to 5 because I have 0 in pilot. Well, would you look at that? I got 1.
Oh no.
I got 1 success.
None of us have anything in pilot, do we?
I do.
I'll allow if you
Hyena just wanted
after
it
the fact
more.
I'll allow you to spend momentum if you like, if you want to roll extra dice to perhaps get more successes.
Sure. How many?
I'm fine with that. Do it.
You
Yeah,
have
how
4,
many?
there are 4 momentum at the moment.
All of us in the vehicle are like, use momentum.
Can I have 2
Go for it.
momentum?
Yeah.
Well, it's up to the rest of you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
All
I
right.
just- that's it.
I like to think Mindy was heading to drive because she can drive fairly well. But like Hannah kind of zipped past, jammed into
Nothing.
the seat. Oh no.
No.
Fortunately, 1 is all you needed to not go off the mountain.
Oh my gosh.
But you rush past and just launch yourself onto the summit, which is flat, fortunately. I'm going to make 1 roll for one of my guys.
I think I'm feeling Hannah now. Hannah is a relatively very foolhardy person, and I love her.
I should
I
just
rolled
let her
4
have the gun.
successes for my guy. You launch this car, and for a moment, you all see clear blue sky as this
Oh,
thing
God.
is airborne.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
Yeah.
And then the car begins to tilt.
Oh no.
Oh
And
no.
this is what you see as your perspective begins to change. At the very edge of this summit, on his knees, holding the world aloft, is Atlas. He is bleeding. He looks very injured. There are about a dozen guys in what seem to be almost like patchwork leather armor with both automatic weapons and crowbars and bats, just tearing into machinery that is here at the summit. Plus bottles and other let's say resources that Atlas has around. There's a couple of people that are on the ground, like covering themselves as they're being beaten. One of them you see in the corner looks fairly dead. And as your car then tilts further down, you see that you are in a collision course with one of the assailants. But he looks up, has that moment where he freezes, but then his survival instinct kicks in and goes, "Get the fuck out of the way." So he just dives out of the way, and the car lands.
Okay.
Could have been better.
Hannah, no more driving for you for a bit.
Hannah is looking at everyone and goes, "That was fun." Are you guys okay?
Yeah, fine.
I don't know. I sincerely don't know if I'm okay. Oh no, Samuel's not talking. Samuel.
I'm alive.
Okay, that's the best any of us can hope for right now.
You
I
know
always
what
stick
my
to
dad
landing.
always, you know what my dad always says.
No.
Practice
No.
makes perfect.
Dream it, don't don't dream it, is not the thing we need right now.
Oh, well, I'll get better. It's fine. Let's go help Alice.
You have successfully drawn the attention of one of these assailants, and some of them are turning towards the car raising their guns. I'm going to ask you. The way we're going to handle this is I'll ask what you want to do. What you'll do it, and after that, count my baddies.
Okay.
You pick among yourselves who goes first, who does and we'll handle it that way.
I have something that might help us. I have a blinding veil, which is you can strip away the vision of any number of characters in range, imposing a blinded condition on them for one scene. And if it's trivial targets, it's free. If not, I have to imbue one legend.
There is a mix of trivial and non-trivial, so you'll have to imbue.
Okay. She'd be willing
But
to
you
do
can
that.
essentially blind everyone here.
Okay.
Does it involve a roll?
Let's see. Nope. It's a simple action.
Okay,
And
then
it doesn't say anything about roll, yeah.
You can suddenly the people who are swinging at things and kicking and breaking, they all scream in unison in panic because they have just suddenly lost their sight.
He's rubbing her sleeve, which I don't know if any of you. If you've probably sometimes peeked that there's a tattoo under there that she doesn't show.
As you do this, you all see the tattoo lifts up, and like a raven comes down and says, "Nice job, boss."
Yeah, oh, hey, Vincent. Yeah, thank you. Well, this is awkward. I don't have to explain anything to anybody. They're blind now.
They can't see shit.
Yeah. Thanks, Vincent. I like that you're keeping it classy, and I appreciate that. This is how our working relationship goes.
And I got your back, boss.
Yeah, thanks. Hi, Feather.
And he just raises a wing, and then melts back into the tattoo.
Yep. So I think we've got a little time.
Since they're
That's
blinded.
how we continue as quickly as possible then.
They're blinded. That just, for those of you who know, that just makes them more dangerous. But for maybe one of you, this could be an opportunity because this has just turned into an incredibly chaotic situation.
Is Mal purring? Does anyone else hear purring?
Get down to the ground.
Smile suddenly just like appears, like one of the bigger smiles than you've
Cheshire
pretty much
grin
have
appears.
ever seen them do in a while. It's been a bit.
Oh.
So I want to try to use Purview for Unquiet Death. I don't know how that works, but I want to do that for these guys.
Okay, let's look at Unquiet Death. Unquiet Death. You cause a corpse to speak or summon a person's ghost shade or cultural remnant from the other side of their grave for one scene.
Okay.
Okay, they
Never mind.
cannot act except to speak.
Okay, never mind. They're not dead yet. Okay. Huh.
But I will tell you though, you do see there are you do see, because you have death, you see that person who is on the ground, that I mentioned that was quite dead, you see their ghost standing there.
I'm not done with you. And you just like see me point that to the body. And then the other ones are blind. And are we near a cliffside, right?
Oh, yeah,
Or
you're
near a
in
mountain?
the summit. This thing is a flat top.
Oh yeah,
People
no,
can
Mao
be
is
pushed
just-
over.
Oh, Mao is definitely going to go over, and they're going to be making no noise, so they can't hear Mao at all. And then they just get just like one by one.
Okay,
pushed off.
let's have you make that for the first one. Let's make that a strength in athletics.
Okay, so my
And we'll roll. Let's make that an attack. I'm going to roll their defense. I'm going to remove dice because they can't see you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going to roll. You just need to. The difficulty is increased by 1, so you just need to hit 2 successes to be able to push them. Further successes, better results.
Uh,
I do have one success.
Sadly, not enough. You grab this person, go to push them, but even blinded, they like put a foot forward and kind of hold themselves in place. Samuel, anything you want to do? And Hannah.
Aside from move as quietly and as low to the ground as possible, so I don't let the dangerous giants know where I am.
I am going to try and run to heal Atlas.
Okay, you can run across this place. I'm just going to ask, are you trying to move quietly or rushing?
Rushing quickly.
Okay, you
He's
get there.
not careful.
Awesome. Samuel, in your case, I'll allow you to do, the stealth and everything as part of your movement. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm not great enough fight. Not very useful unless somebody's about to get hit. I guess I can.
Any perv you want to flex? Any knack?
No, I read through all my knacks already. Purview. No, they're mostly for conversation. I don't really have anything useful in this particular.
Okay. So,
sphere.
Give me just to check something. In the meantime, roll the.
If you give me the bottle, I can throw it at his mouth with my epic dexterity.
I mean, I'll allow it.
I suppose. I mean, there was more than one bottle in there, right? I'll give you one of them.
Hannah, do you throw as well as you drive?
I mean, I guess we're gonna find out.
Oh, that's an unfortunate answer. That's an unfortunate answer.
I mean, I have epic dexterity. That has to mean something, right?
It's got to. It literally has to right now.
I have straight shooter, which is for firearms, but it does mean that I'm at least qualified in aiming, right?
I'll have to let's make this a dexterity and athletics roll to throw this bottle.
May I again present the idea of the straight shooter firearms instead of the athletics throw, just because I can I don't know, aim better.
I'll allow it, but I'm gonna ask just straight up
and use
might. Bullshit me on how you use the firearm to shoot this bottle.
Here's the thing, right? This bottle of ambrosia, I am going to use my dexterity and I'm going to use my training of like looking down the barrel, but instead of the barrel, I'm looking down the little pointed part of the of this glass bottle, just so that I can aim it better. And this is how I'm going to be throwing it, like, practicing and everything. And it's going to be making sure I'm going to shout to Atlas to open his mouth so that I can aim into his mouth. Not that.
I'll allow it.
Awesome. So
Bravo.
That is firearm, straight shooter, and dexterity?
Yes.
Awesome. That is better than what I had.
This is gonna be hilarious if you don't get any successes.
You know what? I hate.
Hilarious the word there.
I really, really don't like digital dice because digital dice has always failed me. And you know what? I need to get what I can get.
okay. I
Whatever I
have
can
a
get.
plan B if this doesn't work. I just wanted to try physical first.
Yes.
Hey,
Well,
hey.
I got 2 successes.
I'll say that is enough.
Yes,
And
because I was about to steal some momentums. If
You
it
see-
We
was
just have a giant mouth.
You-
There's a lot of
Yeah, that's
area
a-
there.
borrow,
for
not
the record,
steal.
you see that Atlas is on his knees and huddled up. So you can't see all of it. He is, of course, impossibly jacked. So his muscles on his muscles. But
All
he's
he
just
does
barely
is lift,
holding.
bro.
And you throw this thing at him, and it is like an old Popeyes cartoon. He just grabs it, bites it, squeezes it, and drinks.
Eh.
And it restores his health at the very least. He's no longer in danger of, faltering, but the situation still needs to be resolved.
Need to give him more.
More in the sense of get rid of the people
Okay.
doing bad things.
Yeah, can I take advantage of my order purview to, now that like he's not in straight danger, just be like, hold on, you can't have a war. You're supposed to get permits first. Those are the rules of Olympus. You have to declare yourself before you're allowed to attack. Type of thing.
Oh my God! You're making them obey declarations of war. I love it.
Listen, I personally am not for war, but
let's make
there are
this.
rules in place for these things.
Let's.
Yes.
Let me just check the sheet real quick. Because this is just too good. Let's make
I wanna
this.
Samuel
Let's make
paperwork
this
them out of a fight.
presence or
That's
manipulation.
one of my powers, actually.
I love it.
Let's make the presence or manipulation, and let's make this leadership.
Leadership and
Either
intellect,
presence or
you said?
manipulation, whichever you prefer.
Oh, manipulation. Okay. And well, one success.
One success. I'm gonna roll for them to see if they can. I'm actually gonna take the advantage of this situation to present a new rule of the game. One, you could still channel one of your paths for the extra 2 dice. That is still possible. Alternatively, you can spend a legend point, another one, because to use this power, you have to spend 1 legend. You can spend another what is your title? Have you decided on what your title is?
I haven't decided yet. No.
And then we'll leave it for next time, because one thing you can do
Floating
is
around a couple.
spend a legend and use your title to do what is called a feat of scale, in which you add essentially your legend, you add it to enhance the power of whatever you're doing, and can gain extra successes that way.
Question.
Yes.
Can I do overwhelm and chaos as they're making that statement, so I can addle their minds so they can struggle to maintain coherency?
I'll go for it. I'll go for it. That will strip dice for every success you roll. We'll strip 1 die from their roll.
Okay. What should I roll for that one?
Let's do for this one. Let's do also manipulation and
Okay.
occult.
Okay, perfect. 3, Okay.
You have 2 momentum available.
Okay. I'll use one.
Okay. Do you want to invoke your title?
Yes.
Awesome.
My title is
Shadowing Chaos.
Shadowing Chaos.
So this is the thing. You are Legend 2.
Mhm.
So you would increase your scale by 1, meaning you are effective. All these characters, one of them is Legend 1, and the others are trivial. Meaning against the trivial targets, first roll and tell me your successes, and I'll let you know what happens.
Two successes.
3 successes, holy shit. So here's how scale works. Scale compares two things between the target and you and grants you benefit based on, for example, a giant is scale 2 in size and you're scale 1, a normal person. Because their scale is higher than yours, they get a benefit, say, on attacks and that sort of thing. With your title, you're increasing your scale as a supernatural being. Meaning that for this situation, you've gone essentially from being a creature of Legend 2 to 3 against trivial targets and a few supernatural beings. Against the supernatural beings, you get 4 extra successes.
Holy crap.
Because that's the difference in scale. Against the trivial targets, you don't add extra successes. You take successes you have and you multiply them. With the difference here, you multiply your successes by 4. So the trivial targets are done. They are addled, confused, rocking in place on the ground. And against the other targets, you have removed 7 dice. Which leaves me with a single die. And even, here's the thing, I don't need to roll it because even the only way I can succeed on this is if I roll a 10 and then also roll another success. Because if I roll 1 success, Samuel is still the actor, so on a tie, Samuel wins. Just gonna roll this d10. That is a 9, but it's irrelevant. Samuel succeeds, and they have to stop their warmongering act because they have not done the proper steps in the declaration of war.
Rex, y'all got to go home, do that again.
There's some paperwork that needs to be filed.
There's paperwork that has to be notarized. There has to be a public declaration.
You can't have war unless, like, there are like 3 different members of the I forget what they called it in this book, the Greek pantheon. There's a minimum of 3 people who have to know about this before it's even allowed to take place. Okay, Athena, obviously Apollo, and it's just good manners to let Ares know before it gets
he's
started.
a god of war, of course.
Makes sense.
I love this. And with that, they have no choice but to retreat. You see that one of them tries to continue to fight, but they're being physically stopped. Like
By the others.
By the others, and the supernatural force of Samuel's declaration is enough to stop them.
They're like, no, not cool, bro, not cool, bro. Bro, there's rules, bro.
It's
Bro.
just
I
rules
just
of
want to
honor, bro.
ask,
Too many broken
You make
rules.
us all look bad.
does Mindy lift their blindness so they can leave in an orderly manner?
Oh, yeah. She takes it a second longer than she has to. And she's like, all right, let him see. She kind of whispers, like, all right, let it go.
Also, Tim the notary has to know.
Tim Denoria.
Agreed. You can't just
You can't
Declare
just
war.
start a war. Yeah, you have to. Well, you can just declare war, but you have to declare it. You can't just like show up and be in it. That's
And
not
just be
good.
like, I declare war. That's not how wars are declared.
Exactly. Yeah, Tim the Notary has to know. If it's not notarized, it's not a war. It's just a rude attack.
They retreat. They leave, but you see that they have caused a mess. And now that you can actually see what was destroyed, it was essentially it's a combination of like kitchen equipment and like an alchemical lab. Though you see one fridge is turned over and some packages for like bison beef, like high protein food, has been spilled, and Atlas is there going, whoa. Bro.
Bro, are you okay, bro? Knowing that this is how bros talk. Hannah's like, bro, are you okay?
This is crazy, bro.
Bro, I saw it, bro.
And he actually managed to stand up and live the world properly again. Though you can tell he looks fatigued. But as he stands up, you notice that Atlas is wearing tight, short shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And tight booty shorts.
Tight booty shorts and a tank top that is at least 17 sizes too small.
Bruh, why are you wearing
You can tell
these?
that this man has abs in his abs. He has an 18-pack. And it is just a mass of rippling muscles.
Bruh, I have an idea, bruh. So what I want you to do, because I'm the dream shaper, bruh. I just want you to close your eyes, bruh, for like 2 seconds and just dream about like the perfect house or the perfect kitchen or like what this looks like before it was destroyed, bruh. And I'm gonna get my dream shaper and take it from your brain and shape the world around us to how it was before, bruh. If that's okay with you, bro, with consent, of course.
I like what you think, bro, but I can't, because if I fall asleep, the world falls. But if you can get one of my cool helpers, they can definitely hook you up.
Even if you just daydream it, bro, it just was all right, bro.
I don't sleep much.
Bro, I'll take care of it. I'm gonna go get one of your other bras and like bro it out with them.
You see the ghost of the one who says like, I can tell you.
Awesome. And then I'm gonna go to Ghost Bro.
You don't need to do the bro thing with us. We're normal folk.
Oh, all right. And then the bro is immediately dropped. So I just need you to like think about.
I'll be honest. Good thing I'm there. He can't see me anymore. I don't get the bro thing. I don't get it.
It's okay. It's just it's a way of life. I actually have a group of friends back in the city. They're all named Freds, and they all like talk to each other this way. They're in a brolicule, is what they talk about it. And they're just very, very happy together. And I've been friends with them, but like honestly, they're in a weird frat, and to join their frat, you have to change your name to Fred. And I was like, guys. And then they corrected me and said, no, it's bro. And I told them I can't join them because I like my name Hannah, and Fred is not a very good name. Anyway, it's a way of life for them. But let's imagine this house for the bro over there, and we'll fix it.
And he just proceeds to explain to you everything.
Okay.
Pretty much everything how it was. Says actually that's not the important thing. Every so often we have to make sure that he is able to continue. Let's call it performing.
Performing how?
Holding up the fucking world.
Oh. I thought you were talking about something else completely different. Continue.
Yeah, everyone seems to think that. Anyway, so we were supposed to get some shipments of stuff, but none of it arrived, and well, these people just broke all of our equipment. Could I, since you've you're showing that you're pretty capable. Could I give you a kind of an ingredient list for you two guys to collect what we need to essentially to make him a protein smoothie?
Can't I just dream it? Create-
Not this one.
No, dang it.
Fairly
Blue flowers, red thorns?
legendary materials in this case.
Ooh.
Okay.
Are we some sort of divine Instacart at this point? Is this what's happening?
You can't see this person because they're dead.
Oh,
I can.
You
I
see
just
this
want-
person. It's like a mix of protein smoothie, all the essential amino acids, plus like an energy boost. It should hold him up for a
relaying this
couple
to
more
the group.
millennia.
Okay. Let me get that list, and we don't want the world to descend on the bro.
So the first ingredient you need is the ambrosia, which you already have.
I already threw it in his mouth.
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
True.
The second is a fruit/nut known as mutia. Mutya. And this is just for you, Liza. It's a Philippine folklore. The third one is a white lotus. It says, and the last thing, just need to find something to help us mix this up. Just like make the mix that can, like your typical cauldron won't work. You need something, a relic, an artifact, something that can handle the mix. And Bindi, for some reason, you hear the word artifact, and you have a flashback to that vision, and you see the Badlands.
Damn it! I was kind of hoping we were. Yeah. Okay. I guess we can do this. I guess we're gonna do this. I thought the job was done, but you gotta. What we're looking for is in the Badlands. Oh no! Does that mean we have to travel again?
Yeah, just no driving from
Yes.
Hannah, please.
How would
I
I?
agree.
How am I gonna learn if I don't practice?
You may practice in less stressful situations, perhaps.
Yes. Where we don't go
Alright.
flying.
That would be preferable.
I feel like everybody enjoyed it.
You're lucky I always stick my landings. You're lucky.
I think I know what that mutya thing is.
Do you? And what is that?
It's like a part of a banana, but it's the heart of the banana tree. I don't know. My Lola always talked about it, but yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll be able to find it.
What does it look like?
So it's basically a bunch of bananas, and then there's a thing that's hanging out of it, and then there's like a little thing. It's like a heart. I don't know what to tell you. I will be able to point it the minute I see it, but it's like a banana heart.
I see. banana heart.
Okay.
Yes. It's a very special banana heart because some banana. So you basically have to look for a bunch of banana trees, but only one has that special amulet fruit thing.
You see,
It's a
you see,
legendary-
you see the ghost of this attendant says, you likely need to go find like a special place, like
Yeah.
legendary, mythical kind of
Legendary.
up your chances.
Yeah, because like in the stories that my grandma would say, like you have to find, like, yeah, there's a lot of bunch of bananas everywhere with the thingy hanging out, and by thingy I mean the heart hanging out, not anything dirty. But it's there, and you just have to like look for the actual one. I'm thinking this is the actual thing that we have to look for in a legendary manner, basically.
Mindy's definitely not laughing at banana
if
thingy.
Hannah wants to make a cunning and occult roll,
Hannah will make a cunning and occult roll.
I'm gonna give you 2 extra dice because you've already mentioned that you have some familiarity with this.
And I've said thingy multiple times.
You said thingy multiple times,
Thank you.
and we need to honor the banana thingy.
Yes,
So
the banana
it's a
thingy.
translation thing, honestly. You know what it is, but the English just does not make sense.
It's called the banana heart. That's basically what it's called. It like in Tagalog, it's like puso ng saging, which is banana heart,
Ew.
and it's like hanging out of the banana pile, banana thingy. Okay,
I love
it
it.
makes sense.
I
Huh?
bet the heart is very boisterous.
Bunch.
Cunning and occult, right?
Yes,
Oh man.
going places.
And then right. I have 1 success.
You are correct in that it's a banana thingy and the banana tree. You
But it's a
also
special banana
know.
tree.
You also know that according to folklore, myth, and legend, to obtain it, you have to compete, engage in a contest of some kind with a spiritual being known as an encanto.
Oh man.
For basically until dawn, and if you succeed, you obtain it. Now, where to find these beings? That's you didn't roll high enough for that.
I mean, I have
That's
a
fair.
feeling it would be in the Philippines. Just
I mean,
an idea.
I mean, sure. I think that's a given.
Yes. I think the Philippines is where we should go next. Just because banana thingies and Encanto sounds like Filipino to me. As a Filipino myself.
So,
The other ingredient you
have
need is a
the
white lotus for anyone who wants to roll on that, either academics or occult.
I can't.
I'll definitely roll on that.
Yeah.
That's academics and intellect, I presume.
Intellect or cunning, whichever you prefer.
I will always prefer.
I'll give you freedom to
Intellect.
choose on this case, because you have time to think carefully. You also have your house in the library at your disposal. So I'm actually going to give you all 1 die because you have that resource available.
For Mindy, who gets less than 1 die because of the constant headache she has if she's in that place.
I got 1 success for my 1
It's okay. I got this. 3 successes.
Ooh, nice.
I believe. Wait, hold on. Let me just double check that. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 successes.
The White Lotus, like most lotuses, has, a gajillion stories all over the world. But the one that kind of hooks to you, Mao, the one that comes to mind is that the White Lotus is often in many texts and particularly art and, murals associated with Horus. And it's shown Horus almost as a child sitting on a white lotus. So you're thinking that's likely it, because it is seen as a symbol of strength. In fact, for Hannah, the thingy in the heart of the banana, which is now its official term, is also said to have strengthening properties. So you're all finding things to buff up You're finding magical steroids. That's what we're saying.
Great. I'll have an idea on the Lotus, and I relay my known information.
So this isn't just like a quick stop to the shop. I'm starting to rapidly realize.
No, because Encantos are like monsters. In the
Oh, no,
Philippines.
wait. No, Hannah, what?
Oh, yeah.
You were just talking
Yeah.
about banana hearts, and now there's monsters?
Well, yeah, apparently we have to fight monsters.
Oh,
I know,
this
I know
is-
Encanto and like other areas of the world sound whimsical and majestic and beautiful and whatever.
I would love for
um,
that to be true.
Encanto in the
You'll
Philippines are just
you'll hear
monsters.
from adolescents like, bro, I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
Oh.
It's but in the Philippines, when we first heard of Encanto coming out, we were like, "What? No, Disney, why?" And then we watched it, and it was like, "Oh," but it's not. Encantos are monsters in the Philippines. Yeah.
Oh, see, here's where I'm at right now. This sounded at first like, oh, hey, could you just like go get me a protein shake? Just make a quick, trip to the corner store. Now it's sounding like a real bother. Like, I feel like, Alice is maybe, like taking advantage of our very kind natures.
We're not full gods, so yeah. We got a little too much human. It's easy to manipulate.
Oh, I don't like. I mean, sure. I'm gonna sit here and not like it. If that's okay with everybody else, I'm just gonna kind of sit here and seethe a little bit and just kind of be upset and salty about it.
Do
Okay,
you
but you're
always
still
have to
coming with
be
us.
Forced into doing things that are helpful for others?
Yes.
Don't you want to
Yes,
see what a banana ball look like? Thingy.
Yes,
part?
actually, quite a bit that too. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm along for
the
that.
banana, remember the banana ball heart things are where the monsters are.
Yeah, we're
I'm sure
fighting
you
them.
all have that. You're all very fantastic fighters, I'm sure.
No.
Oh, I don't like that answer.
I'm
Do
sure
I
it'll
seem
be
like a
fine.
fighter to you?
From what you
I'm-
gathered, Hannah, it's more a contest. I think so. You think there may be some leeway on exactly what it is. It could be, a straight up 24-hour brawl, or it could be something else.
I feel like we can do it mostly because I'm a great fighter.
You know what? You've got this, Hannah. I would never dare to get between you and a good fight.
Yeah, I'm great as a fighter just as I am great as a driver.
Okay. Okay, so
Mhm.
I'm going to focus on the facts here or I'm going to run screaming. So, we need to find the banana heart, a white lotus, and something to mix it in.
Yeah.
It's with the ambrosia we already have, and this is a question out of character. Mindy thinks the Badlands is where they'll find the container to mix it in,
Or a clue at the very least.
or a clue. Okay. So she'll she's very much, you see her just kind of like trying to very much just like lay out the facts so she doesn't have some sort of breakdown. Okay,
Well,
so
you have at that very moment, almost like by fate, you have a notification of Unaville Town News.
oh no, like on her phone.
Yeah.
One second, she'll look at it.
It's a harvest festival, and everyone is invited. There's gonna be a nice, fun eating contest.
Eating contest. Does it say what they are eating? Like, what's the contest?
There's the usual pie thing, and there's a chili eating contest.
Okay. She'll go. Oh, is it right now? Is it happening right now?
It's happening in a few days.
Okay. Okay. She's like, okay, all right. I'm glad I'm still getting these notifications. This little podunk town I have no connections to. Okay. Okay, where were we?
We have several avenues that we
So-
can go.
Yeah, we need to go somewhere.
You want to go to the Badlands first? Get that out of the way.
Yeah, let's start bad. I think we should start bad because it has to get better after that. Yeah.
Yes. Plus,
So,
if we have the container
Badlands-
already,
Yes, that's a
Where's
good
the
good
Lotus
thing.
again? Out of character.
The
of
Lotus,
character.
you'll likely have to interact with someone from your pantheon to get more information from that.
Okay.
Or
I agree.
find some place that may be related to Horus.
Would be useful.
Mine would probably know.
Then
And for those asking in chat, it will
Shall
be
we
a
go?
spicy, like the chili fruit. That will be the eating contest, like the one you see in the one show on Netflix. Disturbing to say the least.
the one show on Netflix.
That
The-
one show with the spicy.
compared to the other shows.
No, it's a show about like weird competitions, and one of the episodes is just chili eating, and I found out because I can't
I don't
handle it.
actually.
I can't handle
actually
any
never-
spice, so people just eating those like California
It's
whatever.
like chili stew. Oh no, those
Reapers?
Oh, okay, the Reaper.
Yeah, Reapers
Reapers?
and you know,
That's
dude
murder.
pops
on your
out and
mouth.
says, "This is a new one I created. It doesn't have a name." And I'm like,
It's
okay,
Screaming
just
death.
heat.
yeah, it's just heat death.
Volcano.
Okay, Yeah, I think Mindy's like, I think Hannah's right. Let's start at the Badlands, figure out what we're gonna put the rest of the stuff in, and make a shake. Make a
Yes.
divine protein shake because it's a good use of our time.
That's exactly what we're doing. Yep.
Oh, I told
Yeah.
you before we began. World-ending consequences. Stupid solution.
Oh no, I understand.
is true.
Mindy's just offended on a personal level.
Hannah is excited. This is fun.
Hannah's adorable. Excitement. I
on a
remember
personal
that.
level.
You leave Atlas and his attendants. They pick up the, plug everything in, like manage to turn off their generator once more. Though I will say, Hannah, if you want to make that, let's try to make that dreamscaping
Yep.
roll. I'll have you spend one legend for this. Because
Yep.
straight up, you are exerting
Creating
a level of power that is quite intense. So I will make this is straight up an intelligence and occult.
So intellect then, right?
Intellect.
54, and then occult.
There's still one momentum left.
Can I use it?
But-
Or we're ending it, right?
Yeah.
And
Sweet. I'm gonna use that momentum.
we'll just get left in the fridge and go bad.
7. All right. Sending 10. Oh, hey, would you look at that? 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
4 successes.
Nice.
You managed to construct them from the memory, from the dream of what this was. You managed to reconstruct basically the kitchen and part of the equipment. For the most part, you've made sure that what they have that isn't broken, they can continue. The things they need to keep using, the food or everything, they can continue using it. Some of the more complicated equipment is too difficult to just recreate from like a dream image because it's an idealized image, while more mundane things like kitchen pan spots, etc., and the fridge and everything, those are more easier to realize.
All right.
And now they're cooking him a protein filled meal.
Bro, I got your kitchen back. Stay foxy.
He's holding the world just for a moment, like not just like puts the weight on his head and goes, bro, and just to carrying it.
Awesome. I can't wait to tell the friends about the ultimate bro.
Bruh.
Bro.
Bro, 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 bro.
Bro, bro, bro. And with that, you leave. And I will say you take this trip and eventually arrive in the Dakota Badlands and are deposited in front of a massive metal structure. This is about close to about 50 to 70 feet tall, made of rusty metal, and it is the facade for a giant warehouse that is built into a mountain. And
Cool.
that is where we're going to end this session.
Eating.
Next time, you're all going into Warehouse 13.
Yeah, I was about to
Heck
say, does Mindy
yeah.
recognize this place?
Awesome. Very cool.
My skills might actually be useful in this one.
Hey, when you went into a fight with a mental social character and stopped the fight dead in his tracks.
Yeah, that was.
That
I didn't
is-
fill out the paperwork.
That's a
that was
that,
slick as hell.
if
You
that's
got a
not a
little
flex.
aid too with that? Like,
Yeah,
look,
if that,
you
if that is
good.
not a flex, I don't know what is.
There are
That was-
many ways to
That was
resolve
order
a
and
fight.
chaos working together.
You all did
literally
fantastic.
was, yes.
You all did fantastic with your powers, your abilities, and just the creativity. Love it. It's a strong start. I'm going to give you all 10 experience points.
Yes.
So you can
Yes, yeah.
immediately go and buy anything you want to buy.
Shopping trip.
And
And
XP.
that is it for our premiere episode.
Woohoo!
And already on the hunt for the divine protein shake.
Love it.
Bruh.
Thanks for
Bruh.
coming with us to meet the bros, bruh.
Whoa.
Oh,
No
we should
problem,
probably
bruh.
just we should probably just bring some actual, but like bring some bananas too, because that's just a good base. That's just a good base for a smoothie, you know.
Yeah.
Get them some
I mean,
potassium
you
while we're at it.
you bring the banana thing and the bananas just
Yeah,
in
just bring
case.
the entire.
It'll
Just
come
like
out
put the
of-
lime in the coconut.
Let me see if I can
Exactly.
find. So mutya just means like pearl or amulet or whatever, and the banana.
My knowledge of it is what Google told me.
So the banana part. Let's see if I can. This is what it looks like, and I'm gonna just send it to you in the chat. It's called banana blossom, but technically.
I dislike banana thingy like deeply at this point. Like I have fond thoughts of it.
There you go. That is what the
Oh,
banana.
that's
blossom-
hilarious.
Oh, nice.
I
I
told
see
you
where-
it was a
I see
thingy
where
coming
heart
out of
comes
the
from.
banana thing.
It's the banana thingy, yeah.
We
Yeah,
usually
it's
call
the
those
thingy coming out of the
flowers,
banana
but-
thingy.
all right.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
just-
a banana
this
thingy
one
coming
will
out
li-
of the.
This one will likely just be golden and mystical.
Exactly. The banana thingy.
I figure
Love
you would
it.
appreciate the little touch of the
Thank you.
Philippines.
After
Yeah, everyone, thank you all for joining us. I hope you had as much fun as I had with these wonderful 4 players. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with our next episode. And for now, we'll just go around the room again. Everyone can tell you who they are, where you can find them, and who they were playing. And we'll start this time with Megan.
I'm Megan. I was playing Mindy. She's delightful, right? She's a delight. Always there to help. You can find me online at Quinot, and that's when I remember to say other things I'm doing. That's where you'll find out. We'll remember about an hour before I'm going to do the thing, and I will let you know right before I do the thing.
Sounds familiar.
What's next?
Oh, me? Void.
Hi everyone, I'm Void. You can call me Voidcat. You can find me at Voidcat Gaming at Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here every other Friday. You can find me on Sundays at Weave the Tale playing the opposite of Samuel, Young Chaos, shall we say. You can find me on my Twitch on Thursdays. I'm going to start playing Final Fantasy 14 with some lady friends of mine.
I approve.
And we're going to start a new playroom of Skyrim very soon. I haven't decided Tuesday, Wednesday yet, but it's happening. Skyrim was like the first game that I ever played on stream, and I think it's time to revisit it because I haven't played it since all the new like special edition cutscenes came out.
The last 15 re-releases.
Yeah, so I just I have 300 hours, 500 hours on my Steam version. Before that, I played a version on a different computer that I did a full playthrough. So whatever. Skyrim lasts forever apparently. You'll find Samuel in 2 weeks. I'm gonna pass it on to Glyza.
Yo, hey, I played Hannah Reverie, the mess of a creature that is still learning who they are because I'm still learning who they are. I'm Glyza, they, them. I am the third culture kid of your nightmares. I'm a person of many hats. I'm a podcast host. My podcasts are Classical Adventures for One and Chewing Gum for the Brain. I'm also a writer. I write short stories. I write scripts. Soon you'll see what they are. And I also write manga reviews on the Geekly Grind sometimes, so check that out. I'm a variety streamer. I play only romance games and only games where I can date people on Saturday mornings on my channel or whenever I feel like it. It's on twitch.tv/classical Glyza. I am a talk show host, which I mentioned earlier. My show is called Trial Run. It's a show where I interview different TTRPG personalities, creators, players, GMs, and everything else in between. And I create a character with them and we run them through a quick one-shot of their choice. And speaking of TTRPG personalities, hey, I guess I'm one too. I have so many shows both announced and yet to be announced where I play vampire superheroes, Genasi student, a space ninja, demigods, and a Digimon trainer eventually. All of this will be announced on Twitter, and you'll see all of it at Classical Glyza. I'm always there because I shitpost all the time. I'm also slightly hilarious, I guess, on there. But I'm always a delight, so yay. And I am gonna pass it on to Elliot.
What's up? Hi everyone, I'm Elliot. I played Mount Knight, who is a chaos gremlin in disguise. I am loving them so far, and I like just giving them cat attributes of just needing naps and just, you never expect it. It's fun. So yeah, where you can find me on the internet, if you want to see all the chaotic ramblings I do and all the everything, that would be on Chaos Elliot. And then if you want to see the more organized of what I'm doing, follow Chaos Them. That is where most of the organization goes of when I'm live, where I'm going to be, or what projects I've been on. It's all there. I sometimes stream on my own channel. Last week I played the new Arcade Spirits. I played that early and it's been great because I love the first Arcade Spirits game. It was so good. I need to get the spoons to play that again because I enjoyed myself and I binged that for like 4-hour stream. Actually very similar to Void. I kind of want to get back into the first thing I ever streamed. I'm talking like in 2014, Dragon Age Origins. The new Dragon Age game is coming out, and I haven't played Dragon Age Origins in a very long time. And I want to restart that so then I could go through the computer thing. So when 4 comes out, all of my games will like be perfect. And I clearly know what I'm doing the second time around. I definitely am going to try to romance someone and make sure they're a full rival or a full friend, and not have them reject me and change sides at the end of Dragon Age 2, Fenris. I don't have issues or love interests that with elves at all. This isn't concerning with the new game either.
Hey, I have a information to share with all of you. Did you guys notice that Dragon Age Dread Wolf is just the acronym for dad?
Dad. Yes.
Cool. Just wanted everybody to know that we're all going to be playing dad eventually.
I love playing dad.
Yeah.
Excellent. But yeah, that is the plan of what I'm trying to do when I am streaming. Back on my own stuff, if I'm not playing visual novels, I'm just gonna go and date people in Dragon Age. So, same game, obviously.
I
Mass Effect.
have no way of following any of this up. So I'm only going to say thank you all for joining us. Thanks for watching. We hope you had a good time, and we will see you next time. Bye.